Hi everybody. So we're coming back with dream number 4 of 2020, and we're going to go ahead and share the video clip, and then we're going to discuss this a little deeper. So this is going to be dream 4 of 2020, and it's really simple. I basically saw a leopard. It was a chameleon leopard, though. It had all these beautiful colors. It was pink and green and like purple and like gold and like maybe a teal, color. And it was all camouflage, metallic looking with its beautiful spots. And I didn't get the sense that it was a bad animal or anything like that, but it took me away and like flew me all around the night sky. Like I could see everything, and we just were flying all around, and that's it. Okay, so that's it, right? But when we talk about the leopard in the ancient times, Daniel did explicitly explain that the leopard stood for Greece, and the leopard is also mentioned in Revelation. So one of the things I want to point out is I flew around all around the world, and it had chameleon colors. So I would say that even though I didn't get the sense that this was a bad animal, the chameleon colors portrayed as deceiving, which is probably why I didn't get the sense. So when you interpret that, you would say, I say right here, I'm being guided by a powerful, because a leopard is powerful, global force all around the world that's easily deceiving, all of the colors. But also, the Antichrist, or what's leading the Antichrist, is helping his position come to rise. And, flying me all around the world could just be he's looking for ways to delude his prey, and maybe I'm his prey. But I did have a couple biblical verses to go with that. It did happen on 12:14 of 2020. Matthew 12:14 says, "But the Pharisees went out and plotted how they may kill Jesus." Now, even though Jesus was not in my dream and I didn't speak to God in my dream, it kind of represents, he may be flying all around plotting on how he can deceive people, the same concept. Revelation 12:14 also says, "Well, the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she may fly into the place prepared for her in the wilderness, where she would go be taken care of for a times and a half out of the serpent's reach." Now, I don't know that this has anything to do with it. I'm just saying it is a Bible verse from 12:14, or that says 12:14. But, when they created the Bible, these verses did not come with it. So I can't really say that. But I do feel like God has a divine way of telling us things. And he gave this to me on this day for a reason, and I'm hoping it's because he wanted me to go to a biblical reference of those numbers. Now then, I do want to share something with you, and so what I'm going to do is upload this photo really quick. And so after I made this video on TikTok, somebody brought something to my attention, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. So he said, what you dreamt of was the International Peace statue. And I said, wait, what? What is that? And so I'm not really into politics or anything like that, so I had no idea what this guy was talking about. And so I looked it up, and I saw this. So give me 1 second so I can pull it up. Here we are. Cheerio. Yes. Now remember, I said all of these colors, teals, right? Pinks and purples and greens, leopard, and they flew me all around the world. The thing about this is an international peace statue, which is represents a global treaty, basically a global collaboration. And I thought, how ironic. Now, I wouldn't say that there's actually spots on this, but with all of the patterns, you can gather that those are supposed to be the leopard's spots. Yes, I think this has bear claws, but it could be leopard claws as well. But just check that out. This international peace statue was developed and donated from somewhere in Mexico or Central America, I believe, to the United Nations exactly 1 year after I had this dream. So this dream could be a premonition that I saw. So it could mean a couple things is what I'm saying. It could be a premonition, and it could have an underlying meaning in which I was saying, like maybe the Antichrist is rising. Maybe there is a powerful global force rising that we don't know about. I'm not saying this global force is the Antichrist. That's right. But I am saying it's very ironic that that's what the interpretation of my dream means, and unknowingly I had a premonition. And so I never even thought that this could exist. So you have to understand where I'm coming from, why didn't I research it? Well, because there's no such thing as a leopard with all of those colors. So why would I go researching something that doesn't exist in my head? I would think that. I would never think to look up a statue, right? And so I was thinking, well, a real leopard isn't that color. And so when this young man, or it could have been a woman, I'm not sure, I didn't look at the profile, brought this to my attention that this is what I dreamt of, I thought, how ironic. And I said, I dreamt of it exactly 1 year earlier. It was donated on December 10th of 2021. Thanks for watching. The overall message of 2020 is you and your loved ones are set apart by God. Jasmine, you've been transitioned to a higher, holier position for a situation that requires your immediate attention. You live in a dark and godless nation, and the time has come for divine judgment. An inferior kingdom is coming that will lead you to your end. In this kingdom, there will be no distinctions of classes. Wake up, sleeper, and do not ignore this matter. Warn others to repent now. God's conquest for victory will bring divine judgment. A stern governance will bring great affliction, imprisoning those who live on this native land, leaving you in isolation. A powerful global force is deceiving you. This is the Antichrist, whom is arriving swiftly and fiercely. Those are the 3 dreams with 3 interpretations. The other one doesn't have an interpretation because it was clearly a premonition, so there was no need to interpret it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 divine messages.